Good morning. Welcome to the garden update. Let's see what we got going on. These guys are some of the favorites. Lavish, is that what we call them? And this is who we take in with us. She's been working really hard on the garden, which I don't give her props for. We didn't do good on the strawberries though. It was an odd year, and I think we didn't have enough bees to help with that too. Always Wisconsin with the weather. Let's hop in the greenhouse. This is probably my favorite soup spice that I always add to things. This one? Okay, so what's this one called? I wish we could have smelly vision so you could have a scent to this. It makes me hungry just looking at it. So the dill has come out nicely. Tomatoes, we have tons of little guys. Most of them haven't ripened yet. The cucumbers, lots of tiny little jerkins. And let me show you the peppers didn't do much, at least not yet. What we've been trying to do is we've been trying to collect a lot of rainwater from all the surfaces in these tubs outside, like that big drum over there. So this one collects from the whole roof, and we have another one that catches the rainwater on the side right here. So this helps with the water bill. And I'll show you in the back the raspberry bushes. All of these guys are wild raspberries, and as you know, if you don't contain them, they'll pop up everywhere, like they did over there and like they did over there by the fence. We haven't had a lot of luck with the trees, unfortunately. So these are sour cherries. They got eaten already, and then these two are peaches. The peaches are kind of holding off, not as best as we wish. A couple of raspberries still here. Wisconsin is odd like that. We get a lot of late cultures that stick around. I want to show you what I stole as an idea from Grant McIntosh. Shout out to Grant. Make sure you follow his channel if you want to learn about composting. These vines, what I'm trying to do eventually is I want to grow them out so I can run them on top and have a nice shade over the patio, but this will take a while. So eventually what I'll try to do is have framework going over, and then we do a lot of this back home. I don't know what's different here. I guess I have a lot different soil and the vines aren't the same. We got a question about the kids playhouse, how we calculated the rafters. We actually didn't. All we did was we cut pieces of OSB at 90 degrees and we used that as framing. This way we could run the 2x3s, which is our rafters. We basically ran them at 90 degrees and then adjusted them on top, which was kind of a simple solution. Sandbox, spend a bunch of money on that and the kids don't even waste time with it, so what can you do? This was our favorite bird feeder, but now that we have the furniture on the patio, we don't want the birds pooping on it, so we moved it here. And here it seems to be a lot more of a squirrel feeder. This is the path to my favorite lake for winter fishing, Blass. And let's go in the mosquito habitat. So out here what we did this huge compost pile. So what I learned from Grant is that you can basically make sure that no organic waste goes into the landfill. I add a lot of grass clippings from the lawn whenever I feel like not leaving them to fertilize, and it's been growing me a bunch of worms. Let's see what we got before the mosquitoes take me apart. Every time I come back from fishing and I have leftover leaf worms, I try to add them to the pile, and they seem to grow quite a bit. I'm not good at adding water to it, so I don't know if that changes how fast they'll grow, but there's some decent ones. Again, shout out to Grant. There's a bunch of links to his channel in my channels, and this will turn into what he calls black gold and what everybody calls black gold eventually, or as my younger daughter calls it, flower food. So eventually what I'm planning to do is add the flower food to my lawn and to my garden. We had a couple of big storms, lost a couple of trees in the back, but this will add to our campfire wood pile, so I'll show you that in a little bit. We've been having issues with adding seeding to the grass we have. So as you can see, we have the additional crabgrass that popped in lately. It's been really hard to grow grass because of all the pines. We have very acidic soil around here, so that really messes with the lawn. We finished this one recently, and today we're actually leaving for Door County, so we're gonna leave Simon to take care of stuff. Out there I have a wild vine. This one is super sour, and this year it actually looks like it died altogether. We're joking that we can make a direct vinegar from it. And pop this around. So this is a very short garden update that I did, just to show you what we got going on. We got rid of a bunch of our lilacs. We gave them away. A lot of happy folks got to add something beautiful to their gardens. And now we're having issues with repopulating this stretch of land, because as I said, our soil is very, very sandy and very, very acidic because of the pine trees. And this is another guy that has had a tough time. So this is a weeping willow. I started it off as samplings like these, and we have a lot of deer out here, and they tend to really like messing with the leaves. Apparently they're too yummy for them to let go of. So this one's had a really hard time surviving the assault by the wildlife. Okay, flower beds. Show you a couple of those. Violeta has that stuff going on too. Like I said, I'm getting the car ready because we gotta wake up the kids and pop them in. So this is another one that gets to suffer the assault of the wildlife. If anybody has any ideas how we can prevent that, obviously out here I have no option for comments because of the lovely YouTube rules, but if you can tweet your reasoning at Bulgarian Alien, that will help me a lot. So any advice you have for us to prevent the deer and bunnies from eating our flowers? Like, look what they did out here. I can probably pop in a lot of ring videos and show you what they do to our garden. It's ridiculous. So if you have tips on how I can make our lawn better and how we can get the flowers to survive the assault by the deer and the bunnies, please make sure to let us know. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you. Thanks for all the support. Sometime today we'll hit 81,000 subscribers. We already hit 31 million views, running on 32 already. Much love to everybody. Remember to do what you love, because life is way too short. I'm out. Thank you.